Welcome, people of YouTube, and welcome to a new video. This video is, of course, part of my new series, being Game Trailer News Alerts. Um, Pretty much, I talk about game news and game news. That's all I really talk about on this. Is of course the first episode of this, so I'll try to make it as interesting as possible so I get a lot of views. Um, so yeah, so of course this is October 7th, 2015 edition of this series, and I'm gonna talk about all sort of most or some of the news that happened yesterday and today. So I'll try and just cover this. The first thing is Metal Gear Online being released yesterday. I think you have to have a Metal Gear Solid 5 in order to get it. Either that or it's just like a downloadable thing. But yeah, so I hope you guys are having fun with that. And if you don't have it yet, good luck getting it. Hope you enjoy it when you do get it. So now for the big piece of news. This is the news that's going to take me quite a long time to talk about. It's the news for Far Cry Primal, which was leaked yesterday and sort of officially announced today. It is being developed by Ubisoft Montreal and, of course, published by Ubisoft, of course, the publishers of every Far Cry game. It is set to be released for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One on February 23rd, 2016, and Microsoft Windows in March 2016. So, for us last gen users, we're out of luck. So, yeah, I don't have a PS4 yet. I could just use this stupid laptop and try and play it, but whatever. The game is set in the Stone Age and revolves around the story of Takar, who is being voiced by Elias Tufexis. Um, I've tried to pronounce that last name about 5 times already. I'll just say that. And not try to not laugh once I say it. But okay, so the story of Takar, who's stranded in Oros, a former ice-covered valley. The open world of the game filled with wildlife such as mammoths and saber-toothed tigers, with no weapons and resources. He's the only survivor of his original hunting group, which got attacked and ambushed. Takar will eventually rise to power and lead his own tribe. So yeah, that's sort of the basic synopsis of what the plot will be like. Now I'm gonna talk about sort of the setting for the game, and by setting I mean time setting. And yeah, I talked about where you're gonna be in the game, which is Oros. I don't know if that actually existed or that's just another place they made up because they just can't get rights to have real places, I guess, or they just want to be original. I don't know, but yeah. So the game is set in 10,000 BC, which is of course in the Stone Age, where humans began to use stones and just various forms of rocks to create tools for their daily life, and a time where humans face numerous challenges to survive and encounter conflicts with other humans and nature. So that's the basic setting. So they talk about, you have to survive and fight like mammoths and saber-toothed tigers, as I said before. Hopefully there's dinosaurs, because that was like one of the sort of things they really put on the poll. Because like in January they had a poll for like where the next Far Cry game will be set in. So like be a vampire sort of setting, a zombie sort of setting, a I think another like Blood Dragon sort of setting. You guys remember Blood Dragon? Um, Western setting. So and this there was a dinosaur setting. So I'm assuming it's either this, so they'll probably have dinosaurs in this, or just that's another thing. Also, this isn't part of the main series. This is just another sort of side spin-off for the Far Cry game. So like just a Blood Dragon and all that isn't like Far Cry 5 yet. Which I mean, technically this could be Far Cry 5, but I got that from Wikipedia. I'm not sure. Wikipedia lies a lot, but yeah. So I'm gonna talk about the gameplay now. So This is kind of interesting. Well, this is really interesting, the gameplay. As the game is set in ancient times, the traditional gunplay and vehicle gameplay, like weapons like. Man, trying to copy paste stuff from Wikipedia is terrible. As the game is set in ancient times, the traditional gunplay featured in the series was replaced, and players can only get access to melee weapons such as spears, clubs, axes, and short ranged weapons like bows. Players cannot purchase weapons and must craft them using the materials scavenged in the world, such as wood and stone. That's sort of really interesting. This is a sort of drifting away from the Far Cry genes, I guess, so no more guns. Which is sort of weird for Far Cry because Far Cry is just a first person shooter. Like this it hasn't really been that much else. It's always been a third person shooter in every single one of the installments. So this is drifting away from that. It's like pretty much saying, um like what game? Like saying Need for Speed is gonna be like a crime drama. That's essentially what we're going into here. But I mean, it's still pretty cool. So, as players progress, they can craft more lethal weapons with a larger variety of resources. Players are also tasked to hunt for food and learn to create fire. That's fun. I didn't read this ahead of time, so yeah. So, besides facing natural predators, players would also get the chance to be the leader of a tribe and drive other tribes away from the world. So this is actually another really interesting thing. Sort of like gang, just like mafia gameplay right now. Just like if that happened dynamically, so you can just like wipe out another tribe, that would be nice. I mean, I don't care if it's like a side mission or like one of the main missions or something like that. That'd be really nice to just wipe off an entire tribe and everything. Hopefully, there's ways you like can get like the females of a tribe, like do stuff, have a little tango, if you know what I mean, and then have babies and create, make the tribe bigger, and get just bigger, and all that. That would be nice. Um, yeah, I mean this is sort of talked about in the next bit. With this feature, players are tasked to manage and protect their fellow tribe members. The game also features a day-night cycle, which would affect the game's actual gameplay. At night, some enemies become more aggressive and dangerous. Players can make use of fire as a tool for personal protection or hunting at night. So this is really nice. I don't think there has been a day-night cycle in Far Cry. No, there is. No, there is. I'm tripping out real hard now. Um, I think most games didn't have a day-night cycle. Like, I don't think Black Flag had a day-night cycle. Either that or just took a really long time. Because I don't think I've ever seen nighttime in Black Flag before, or nighttime like any of the AC games. I think it's just like a. I think they added a day-night cycle for Unity. I've never seen a day-night cycle in the AC games. It's always been like it always changes when like plot happens pretty much. So you'll be in daytime for like a bit, then a cutscene happens, and then you're in nighttime. That's how the AC games work. But this is not about AC. This is about Far Cry. So yeah, this was a really fun announcement. And yeah, so now for the last piece of news, already 9-10 minutes in, I didn't even realize the time. But hurry up. So I hope you guys are excited for Far Cry Primal. I am personally kind of excited for it, but not as excited for it as this next thing. This is the WWE2K16 Season Pass DLC, people. This is amazing. So, the DLC will include a Legends pack, which has Lita, Trish Stratus, Roddy Piper, the Big Boss Man, Mr. Perfect, Dusty Rhodes, and possibly more legends in the game. So they'll add those people to the game. So all those people who are crying about Lita and Trish Stratus, they can get them in the season pass DLC or just DLC in general. Um, the bit, next pack really for the season pass DLC is the Hall of Fame Showcase mode, which adds a couple more, well, not a couple, a bunch of more matches, such as Randy Savage versus Jake the Snake Roberts. I don't know what pay per view that was. The Rock versus Rikishi. Again, don't know what pay per view that was. I don't know the pay per view for none of these. Tatsumi Fujinami versus Ric Flair, the Outsiders versus Harlem Heat, which was at WCW Monday Nitro, so I know that, and possibly even more matches. Another pack they're gonna add for as DLC is the New Moves pack, which includes the Reverse Bloody Sunday. Or I don't think it's the actual Reverse Bloody Sunday. I think it's like from the ground, so you pick them up from the ground and do the Reverse Bloody Sunday. At least that's my guess. The Regal Cutter, that's what it seemed like. I'm assuming it's the Regal Cutter. A Springboard Swanton Bomb, a Top Rope Rampage, and a corner in Zugiri, and a lot more moves like Kevin Owens' weird sort of top rope suplex bomb thing. I don't even know what it is. A sit out suplex bomb thing. But yeah, and there's even more moves they add in the new moves pack. So, lastly, for the last pack, being the Future Stars pack, which includes the Matadors, so Diego and Fernando, Blake and Murphy, and Samoa Joe. I think there's gonna be more in the Future Stars pack, like Rhino. Um, what another person they didn't add in the game? Um, they added Baron Corbin. Like a couple other people. I think Apollo Crews could be one of those. Tell me who you think they'll add in the new Future Stars pack, and of course the Legends pack for the WWE 2K16 Season Pass DLC. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, comment, and of course subscribe. Have a nice day.